Did you ever fear, though, that you say that to an athlete, you've got to take the next 17 weeks off, which I think you said at some point was the average time that people were taking off, despite coaches always saying it'll be 6 to 8 weeks. So actually, it turns out to be 17 weeks is the average. But do you ever fear that you say to an athlete, you've got to take all this time off, they will shop around until they find someone who says, no, it'll only be 6 weeks, and they'll go with that opinion. And then if by chance that person turns out to be right, or they don't suffer any further injury, then you'll look a fool.
There is always that problem. You're talking about metatarsal stress fractures of the foot, and it wasn't myself, it was one of my colleagues many years ago, looked at the prognostications from football managers at press conferences. I don't think they have any right to go into press conferences and discuss confidential medical information. They shouldn't have it in the first place, as far as I'm concerned. But their view about metatarsal fractures was always they'll take 6 weeks, and then somebody went back and looked at how long it was. We're in elite sport, as a clinician, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I always feel perhaps be a little bit more conservative on your estimates, because if they come back earlier, then you're a genius. If they take a little bit longer, then it's approximately kind of what you told them.
When you say conservative, give them longer time off.
Yeah, just a little bit longer. Yeah. But I think I really feel for the physiotherapists working in sporting organisations, particularly football, because the football manager's job is fairly precarious. It's obviously a results-driven job, very openly, and so many physiotherapists get carpeted every Monday. They've either brought a player back too early, the manager having forgotten that he was told to, and the player's re-injured, or they're taking too long and the results are not going their way. That's a real issue. And the other issue that I discuss in that book is contracts. One of the things I always ask people, and I've done that this week, is when an injured athlete comes into me, professional athlete, where are you on your contract? Because if you've got an injury at this time of the year in March and you're out of contract in May, then often athletes will try and get through it just to get the next contract. If they've got 2 years left on their contract and they need some surgery, then they're prepared to get it sorted out there and then. So there's so many other pressures that need to be considered, and there's the legal considerations, there's the ethical considerations that you've got to take into account.